Ultamize. The 1 minute briefing is powerful, but many real situations require a little more depth. That's why the 3 minute executive update becomes essential. This is the format you use when you need to provide context, progress, or recommendations without losing attention. And yet, it's not some big PowerPoint presentation. It's not a so called formal presentations. It's just a 3 minute briefing. Most people fail at this because they treat it like an extended version of rambling. They tell themselves, well, it's not a real presentation. I don't actually have to prepare. Wrong attitude. They just think of it as an opportunity to ramble. They take the extra time and fill it with more detail instead of better structure. As a result, their message becomes harder to follow, not easier. A strong 3 minute update doesn't feel longer, it feels clearer because it's organized in a way that guides the audience step by step. The structure is still simple. Start with the outcome or the main point, then briefly explain the current situation. Then present your key points or findings. And finally, end with a recommendation or next step. Each part has a purpose. The opening tells the audience why they should care. The context helps them understand the situation quickly. The key points deliver the substance, and the recommendation tells them what to do next. When you follow this structure, your message feels complete and easy to process. Without structure, even good information becomes confusing. One common mistake is spending too much time on background. People often feel the need to explain everything that led up to the current moment. Don't do that. The audience does not need to know the full history. They need just enough context to understand your point. Anything beyond that becomes noise. Another mistake is failing to prioritize. Trying to include too many ideas in 3 minutes leads to overload. Your audience cannot retain everything. So you must decide what matters most and focus on that. Clarity comes from limitation, not from volume. But remember, 3 minutes is a decent amount of time. There's still time for an interesting, compelling story that drives home your point in a memorable way. So don't tell yourself, oh, there's no time for a story. Now, as you deliver a 3 minute update, pay attention to your pacing. You shouldn't feel rushed, but you should feel focused. Every sentence should move the message forward. If a sentence does not add value, remove it. This is how you maintain attention. You respect the audience's time and mental energy. When you do this well, something important happens. People begin to rely on you for clear updates. They know that when you speak, they will quickly understand what's going on and what needs to happen next. That's how you build credibility and influence over time.